ask if we have kids, and we just say we've got hundreds of them every Halloween. There's your hand, Dad.
You, over there, you.
Andy and Paula Cameron have been building elaborate Halloween sets at their home on Maryland Street for 18 years. It all started with a gag gift when Andy's career shifted from animatronics to theater set building.
I started complaining I wanted to do more animatronics. And she got sick of listening to me do it, so she bought one of these rubber masks. She said, "Here, animate this." Well, I don't have the money to do that, so I just did it out of what I had laying around in the garage. Pieces of an old fence, a whole lot of plumbing parts, some bicycle cables, and an old smoke machine that I took apart and put in his nose. You know, little kids that would I remember them seeing Norbert for the first time and just kind of, now I see them and they're teenagers and they're coming up, "Norbert, how you doing?" They love him. He's just become an institution in the neighborhood.
The neighbors were impressed, and some wanted to be part of the fun.
We'll put the Bates Motel sign up.
Now, the Camerons transform more than a dozen houses on the street. Andy builds all the sets, animates, and lights them. Paula is an artist and designer, so she hand paints everything. They spend at least 200 hours putting it all together, and many neighbors volunteer to help.
It's the only holiday that I know of where you celebrate it with your neighbors, the people that physically live close to you. And this is how you get to know them. Popped up a little bit.
They're better known as Mr. and Mrs. Halloween in the neighborhood.
That's the Camerons' next-door neighbor, Rich Wise.
My house is the Bates Motel from Psycho, and I dress up as Mrs. Bates.
Wise has been involved for 17 years. He said there were 200 trick-or-treaters his first year. Now,
I'd say probably between 3,000 and 5,000. And that can cause a traffic jam on the street, and the police have come by to help with traffic control in years past. It sometimes feels like we get busloads of kids because they come in spurts.
but that's not what Andy Cameron says they're going for.
And we'd see them pull up, drop off all the kids, they'd look around at all of our stuff, they'd get back in the van and they'd leave. And it's really for our community, it's for us, for the people around here. It's all based on the idea. When I was a kid, I remember trick-or-treating and coming around a corner and just seeing a lot of lights and props, and somebody was doing something and you run over there. So I always like the idea of somebody coming around a corner and seeing all this.
The cool house, you know?
Another thing they're trying to avoid, being too scary.
You know, it's not a frightmare, it's not really gory, it's not horrible, it's just fun atmosphere and lots of neat
to look
people.
at.
Everybody comes in great costumes. It's a celebration of the neighborhood, really.
It's our own twisted take on promoting community.
The Camerons say it costs practically nothing.
It's a rubber mask used for a dummy for a show called Three Tall Women.
Everything is made from old parts, found objects, discarded theater set pieces.
It's actually built out of a Furby. The whole Grim Reaper unit is from Christmas Carol. So is the coffin. They'll pop up. I was married in that shirt, too.
A ways down the street, there's even a band playing to welcome trick-or-treaters, as long as you respect the neighborhood. Katie Schoolov, KPBS News.